Hi, my name is Kate Dubermuth, and today I'm going to be presenting on exercise and depression. So like I said, my name is Kate Dubermuth, and I chose this topic because it's something I'm really passionate about, and it affects me directly. I've personally felt the effects that exercise can have on depression and also anxiety, and I'm really inspired by the fact that I'm a walking example of those positive improvements you can feel in your depressive episodes because of exercise and physical activity. So my presentation is going to go over exercise, what it is, how much, how often, and some statistics of it, and then also depression, what it is and how it affects people, as well as the effects of exercise on depression and a couple studies that I found. So first off, what is exercise? Exercise is defined as activity requiring physical effort carried out to sustain or improve health and fitness. So in my research, I found that there are 4 main categories of exercise. The first one is aerobic, like running, swimming, biking, hiking, Zumba. The second is stretching, so low-intensity exercises that target flexibility and increase the range of motion. The third is strength training, which is used to develop muscle mass. And the fourth is balance, so specific exercises such as yoga that lead to healthy aging and better balance for the individual. So these are some of the statistics of exercise within the United States. About 64.19 million people in the U.S. own a gym membership. They pay for it monthly or yearly or whatever. But only about 19.3% of people engage in physical exercise every day. The average American, however, works out probably 3 times a week. So that's that 3 out of 7 that you see. Here are some stats on depression. So 7.1%, that's the percentage of U.S. adults that claim to or have been diagnosed with depression within the United States. About 10.4% of women have depression and 5.5% of men. So you can see that that statistic from men to women almost doubles, which is crazy. And then if you caught it on that first slide, 17.3 million is the number of people within the U.S. that struggle with depression. So what really is depression? Let's talk about it. Depression is defined as a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and a loss of interest. So there are several treatments for depression. One of them is antidepressants, which are serotonin reuptake inhibitors. They were launched in the mid-1980s. There's also therapy. The one that is found most effective is cognitive therapy and behavioral therapy combined. And then my topic, exercise and diet. So exercise has proven to be almost as beneficial or just as beneficial for the treatment of depression as antidepressants. I found this quote in an article while I was researching that says, when you have depression or anxiety, exercise often seems like the last thing you want to do, but once you get motivated, exercise can make a big difference. This is also from a study that I pulled a lot of my research from. It says the evidence comes from experimental studies as well. Blumenthal has explored the mood-exercise connection through a series of randomized controlled trials in one such study. He and his colleagues assigned sedentary adults with a major depressive disorder to one of 4 groups: supervised exercise, home-based exercise, antidepressant therapy, or a placebo pill. After 4 months of treatment, Blumenthal found patients in the exercise and antidepressant group had higher rates of remission than did the patients on the placebo. Exercise, he concluded, was generally comparable to antidepressants for patients with major depressive disorder. So like I said, this study used randomized controlled trials to find that there is a correlation between exercise and depression, and the study's results were that that exercise that the patients did was just as effective as the group that was taking antidepressants, and they were also less likely to fall back into a depressive state. I found this in my second study as well. It was another randomized controlled trial, except for they used therapy as well as one of their treatments. So some of the benefits of exercise would be that it releases endorphins in the body. This is the happy chemical. It also takes your mind off of things. It gives you a way to get away from reality, It increases confidence as you work out and start to enjoy your body and feel confident in the fact that you can do things. It's also a really healthy way to cope as opposed to like drug or alcohol use. It allows for social interactions. Maybe you're meeting friends at the gym and working out with them, or even going to the gym with friends you already have. And it also just makes you feel really good. And then here's a list of all the resources that I've talked about and where I got all of my information. Thank you guys so much for listening, and let me know if you have any questions.